Welcome to another episode of Life and Whiskey. As always, I'm Jordan, and today we are going to look at Knob Creek Rye. I haven't even opened this bottle yet. It is sitting at 100 proof, 50% ABV. It is a Beam Suntory product, just like their bourbon. It says small batch on there. I don't know about that. It says it won the International Wine and Spirit Competition Quality Award in 2016. Outstanding rating, world's best rye. I don't know if I believe that one. Distilled and bottled by Knob Creek Distilling Company, Claremont, Kentucky. So, it is not an MGP product that's in this bottle. It is their own product. Boy, that wax. There's that. Kind of wish I had opened this earlier, because that's not awesome. But that's okay. Trials and tribulations of life, live on camera. Let's see what this is. Now, this is kind of interesting, because Knob Creek's one of my brother's favorite bourbons. Although, I think I'm going to try and change his opinion of that on our next hunt together. And I'm going to bring a bottle of that Long Branch. See if I can convince him that that's better. Because it's a little bit cheaper. So, Knob Creek, while I'm playing with all this junk, I know I haven't even looked at the camera hardly. I can pick this up for $30.29. And they do make a single barrel rye, which is a fair bit more expensive, and so I have not gone and picked up one of those yet. But for now, let's see what we got here. And since this is not an MGP product, we will get a little bit different flavor profile as well as the nose. So the entire whiskey profile is different, which is nice, right? So I talked about that in the last video. So again, we got this for $30.29. Knob Creek Rye, 100 proof. Kind of nice to see stuff a little bit in the higher proofs as well. Yeah. Okay, so sorry for all that putzing. Here we go. Very, very similar to the Rittenhouse Rye, actually. High proof ethanol is almost non-existent on the nose, which is very, very interesting. I get vanilla and herbal, a little bit of eucalyptus, so nothing out of the realm of normal there for rye. Hint of barrel. I mean oak. You get the oak in there, like fresh oak, not charred. A little caramel. Kind of a floral, that floral herbal quality to it. I really like it. There's a little bit of a sweet overtone in there too. It has a very nice nose, but the nose is greatly muted from what you would expect. It doesn't really leap out of the glass at you. That, like I said, the ethanol is really, really tamped down. Let's see. I'm kind of interested in it. As far as viscosity, it actually has pretty decent viscosity to it as well. But it might have some oily richness to it. Let's see. Okay, that is very unique. As far as ryes that I've reviewed so far on this channel, it has a lot of the same flavor notes. They just present very differently. It has what I thought, kind of this creamy, rounded mouthfeel, and it starts out that way, which is awesome. The flavor is still going right now, which is also awesome. So it kind of coats your tongue with the flavor, has this sweet creaminess to it in the very beginning, presents with some herbal and mint type notes. You pick up a little bit of the ethanol in the middle, but you kind of get this sweet candy flavor that kind of pushes through. So a sweet candied caramel maybe. creamy, herbal, sweet tea. You pick up that ethanol. When you get that ethanol, you get a little bit of a bitterness, a little bit of a black pepper bite, and a bitterness. The high proof in the whiskey dries out your tongue, and I've said that a couple of times now. So it dries out the tongue, but it also coats your tongue with that creamy mouthfeel, so that when you finish, you kind of finish on this sweet. Like if you've ever had a horehound, it's a type of hard candy. It's a black licorice flavored candy, but it has more sugary sweetness than licorice, than like the licorice chunks do, or like Mike and Ike's or whatever. Like it just has a it has. If you've ever had one, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, it has kind of that hard candy sweetness following through the little bit of barrel spice and black pepper on the finish. It's actually really, really nice, very well balanced and put together. The ethanol is not dominating the flavor profile at all. You pick up little bits of it here and there. You get a little bit of heat, but not burn in your mouth and throat. In your chest, you get a warming sensation. It warms up, but it doesn't burn. There's no harshness to it. Very well rounded. Um, and it sticks with that creaminess all the way out till you hit that black pepper and barrel tannin note on the very end of the flavor profile. So, wow, this is a really, really good rye. And I mean, hopefully by now you guys are starting to pick out why I get so excited about rye. So just like bourbon, you have this very centric, standard flavor profile, and then outside of that, the direction you can take things is very, very, very interesting. You can do everything from like 100% malted rye to just a standard 100% rye to the way that you barrel and age it. I mean, you can get like super, super sweet vanilla caramel flavors, and that's it. You can get these herbal classic notes. Um, you can do something that has a very high barrel oak and char flavor to it. I just get really excited about the different directions that you can take rye, and releases like this are one of the reasons why. Because it doesn't just shoot straight down the middle. It's not weird and funky and like way left field, but it's just different. So go ahead. I would say it's definitely worth the $30.29 that I paid for it. Um, as far as rise, this is going to be for me. This is definitely a nice, easy sipper. This like a pour like this would last me, a good half hour, 45 minutes, just slowly picking it apart and enjoying it. Conversational whiskey, I guess you'd say. Pour it with a good friend, sit down and have a conversation about life. That's kind of what this channel is about. I do my storytelling and I talk about different topics and try and help get you some information. Hopefully one of these days I'll be able to have a friend or my hunting partner or somebody on with camera with me, and it'll be more of an interview conversation type thing, and hopefully we'll have a whiskey like this for that for sure. So there you go. Knob Creek Rye. I actually like this way more than I like their bourbon. So, which I did their just one of the mini bottles of their small batch. I wasn't a huge fan of that, but this rye is definitely where it's at. Knob Creek, their rye 100 proof. It's a really great rye. I hope you get out and give it a try if you're a rye fan. Even if you're not, this might be a good one just to explore as something different. At $30.29, you are not breaking the bank. It is a good rye. Please drop in the comments below what you can find a bottle of Knob Creek Rye for in your area. Like and subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel. If you really enjoy this video, please share it on Facebook or some of the other social media sites with friends and family if you think they would enjoy it as well, and help me grow this channel. Thanks for watching as always, and I will catch you in the next video.